Hi, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today I'll be doing a review of the GA-835, which is a 35th anniversary limited edition version of the regular production GA-800. But first, I would like to thank Time Watchdog for supplying the watch, and if you want to check them out, you can click on the link in the description. I will also do a detailed tutorial on all the functions of this watch, so when that video becomes available, you will be able to click here to watch it. This watch was released on September of 2017 to celebrate 35 years of G-Shock. It was part of the Big Bang Black series that included several models other than this, including the GG-1000 Mudmaster and the GW-5000 Square. The selling point of these anniversary models, other than their limited production, are details like the specially designed gold-plated caseback that was done in collaboration with Eric Hayes, a graffiti artist that's been making these anniversary logos for G-Shocks for ages, and a specially designed gold-plated keeper with 3 big stars and 5 small ones that represents 35 years of G-Shock. However, all these details are greatly overshadowed by the finish of the bezel and strap. You just have to see this thing in person to believe your eyes. It's a velvety black that seems to absorb any and all light that hits it, which results in a watch that has absolutely no reflections or shine even in direct sunlight. Casio has always played with the resin parts of their G-Shocks, trying to make them more interesting, which is understandable as they're the largest part of the watch and the one you actually see. So just like you have different metal finishes on regular watches, Casio made different colors and finishes for the resin. From the first time they managed to dye it, to the first time they made it transparent, the so-called jelly finish. Then you had shiny, marble, and camouflage resin, with the weirdest of all being the crocodile textured resin. All of these are interesting in their own right, with some being more and some less attractive. But this is the crown jewel of their efforts. I have never seen resin made so pretty and so cool. It's definitely my favorite type so far, and I hope it doesn't stay exclusive to these anniversary models, as I would love to be able to get this type of resin for my GW-S5600. I think it would make it look even more sinister than the current GW-M1. Other than these details, this watch is pretty much a dumbed-down version of the GBA-800, as they share the same case, meaning it looks and wears the same. So it has a nice size for a G-Shock. It's far from being considered small, but it's not overly large either. Another thing they share is the great readability, as the hands are very contrasting to the blacked out background. And in the dark, the illumination is done with lume on the hands and 2 LEDs. One for the analog part and another for the digital one. So reading time on this is very easy in all conditions. The lack of the eye makes the dial more symmetrical and to me personally more attractive than the GBA, as it reminds me a lot of the G100, one of my favorite looking analog digitals. When it comes to functions, it's slightly on the basic side, especially compared to solar atomic G-Shocks. This has no solar cell, no radio reception capabilities. It does have 5 alarms, but only a 100-minute countdown timer. Also, instead of the full world time function, this only comes with a dual time function, but it does have a time swap option. The only function where it's more advanced is the stopwatch, as it has a 24-hour stopwatch with memory for up to 120 laps, and also a direct stopwatch access from the home screen by a single button press. This lack of more advanced functions, as well as the fact it uses a plastic buckle despite being an anniversary model and having a gold-plated keeper and caseback, could be a potential turnoff for some people. But despite these flaws, I have to admit I really like this model. The resin finish itself is worth getting this. In these couple of weeks of wearing it, I have found myself checking for time only to have my eyes drawn to the blackness of the resin while completely forgetting the reason I was looking at the watch in the first place. This means I have to take another look to actually know what time it is. It really is that striking in person. The lack of proper world time function or the limitation of only 100 minutes for the timer are something I'm more than willing to trade for great legibility and nostalgia the design of this model offers. The buckle can also be very easily swapped for a metal one, so even that is easily solved if it's something that bothers you. Anyways, this completes the review, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe by pressing this button right here, and until the next video, bye.